One ecosystem, you know them. We not frightened for nobody, but we respect everybody, and we better than everybody. So we will run with anybody. No fear, no better than we. No kind, no better than we. Step on me one and say, one ecosystem to the world you say. One ecosystem will do something, do something, do something, do something, uno do something, do something. I'm not talking. One ecosystem will do something, do something, do something, do something, uno do something, do something. I'm not bag of lip chasing. Hey, hey.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Beyond 2021. Welcome to our viewers and dial the channel.
Yes, good night to Trinidad and Tobago. Good night, Caribbean. Good night, world. This is the show Beyond 2021. And it's a beautiful evening, rainy in the area that I am at, right? Little overcast. We had some showers of blessings there, but God has been good to us. And we have to really thank the Creator for being alive this evening. Okay, so this is a show where we get into the technology. We talk about blockchain technology. We talk about cryptocurrency. We talk about the advancing technology. And this is the 29th edition of Beyond 2021. We are very delighted and happy to be with you here this evening. We hope that you sit back, relax, pull up a chair, tell a friend, tell a neighbor that the show Beyond 2021 is here once again. And in studio, we have Mr. Derwayne Cadiz and Mr. Cliffe Samlalsigh and his beautiful wife, Donna Samlalsigh. Welcome, lady and gentlemen.
Thank
you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, let's get your opening statements.
It's great to be back on. And of course, we are still in post-budget mode. The budget having been read just last week, Monday. And our show our previous show, you know, we tried to zoom in on some of those things that were highlighted in the budget, namely the fact that the finance minister spoke about creating digital marketplaces, something which we know a lot about, something that we're a part of globally. So we want to really add value to our viewers and let them know that we are involved in one ecosystem. And this is an educational company, a fintech company, that specializes in educational modules in different spheres of the financial landscape. So we have educational packages in Forex, blockchain, cryptocurrency, also cryptocurrency law, as well as financial education. So our viewers will do well to get one of those educational modules and of course participate now in our global economy, which at the center of which I should say is our OneCoin cryptocurrency. So stay tuned. We have a lot to discuss tonight and we hope to have some interaction with you on our social media platforms, which are YouTube and of course Facebook. So Donna, I'll yield to you.
Okay, so we're going back. You know, today I was having a little discussion with one of our leaders, and we were talking about financial crisis. We were talking about things that is happening in the world around us. Just as we have the budget, you have a lot of things out there saying that the dollar is at risk. But you know something I found out today, Derwayne, while we were talking about that? I found out that if $1, let's just say the US dollar collapses, another dollar is going to rise up in another country, another place. Everything is not going to go down at the same time. So what the speaker was advising is that people should begin to become involved in other forms of income, such as trading, cryptocurrencies. They were talking about buying stocks. So they were telling you, take your money and diversify. The budget that we're on in Trinidad and Tobago, I mean to say, anytime you're talking about a budget, You're talking about the way we would live. You're talking about the direction our country and the people is going in. Because, I mean, when you're looking at it, that's the money. Money in a lot of other things. So that if, in case, a dollar goes down, pray it's not ours, you would still have some sort of security. He said, if you have retirement money, he said, and the dollar drops, he said, you won't have any money. He said, diversify. And I want to say, in spite of the budget and everything that the government is trying to do, you as an individual need to look at that. What do you think, Cliff?
Well, I would like to just touch base with the people who still feel that they're not technologically gifted.
But after you talking, I could tell them they could become so.
This is what I want to tell people. Prior to me coming into this business, I was against everything that relied on technology, down to cell phone. I was one who was saying, listen, I was one of the advocates who didn't even want to use a cell phone. And I remember I was watching a show recently, a couple of years old, with Bruce Willis, Die Hard 4.0. Some of you might know the show, whereby some terrorists look to hack into the system and they bring down everything, the government and everything, using the computer. And I realized, you know, all right, we could say, yes, it may not be as easy as that in reality. However, you realize that you can't run from technology because it is all around us. When you realize the whole country is interconnected through technology,
yes,
and yet our finances going to remain divorced from that.
I doubt.
This is what Donna and Dwayne and Brother Noel are now me saying, guys, even if you don't understand technology, understand the world is going there. There's nothing that you or I who are against it can do to stop it. Just try to have a little understanding so that you can position yourself. That is all we ask.
Let me bring you a little bit home for the women and even for men who cook, who know the kitchen. I remember long ago, and we're just going back a little back in time, they would bake outside in a dirt oven. People still do it now, but with a little flare, a little flash. It's not being done like how it was before. You need a bread. You put your flour on your dough and you get your hand down and you start to dig deep. There are machines now that do that for you. When you see 20, 40 bread coming out, you can't think of a person actually needing that alone. So there are machines doing that. Technology is all over the world. Look at something I look at, and it is not only technology. I was looking at something today where I saw a father put a view mirror, like a rear view mirror, facing his child's car seat. So when the child is with him alone, he can see everything the child is doing. It tells me the world is thinking way ahead of the game. That was designed, that wasn't just any mirror he had, you know. It was a mirror specifically designed for that. If women look at the children's baths now, a bath pan to bathe a baby, long ago your hand was the rest. Now they have backrest, cup to throw, everything. I think the baby could bathe himself and all of herself and all in a bath like that. What we are saying is that the world is changing. Everything in the world is changing. As Cliff just said, you think your money is going to stand still? I think not. I truly think not. And if it is not going to stand still, then you have to position yourself and position your money in a place where down the road, you won't stand up at a loss.
Yeah. Well, I guess, all right. What, time for a break?
Is it time to put a pin in it, guys?
Be right back.
Okay, see you in a short while. Join the conversation and let's have some fun and some interest. Go ahead.
Do you know? What am I speaking about? Do you know what is cryptocurrency? Do you know what is blockchain technology? Are you aware of what we currently face on a regular basis with quantitative easing, fractional reserve lending? Do you know? I am inviting you to come out of the financial darkness and into financial light. The only way for us to achieve that is with education. And one particular type of education is what I'm speaking about. I'm asking you to join the One Academy. It is a financial revolution of teaching regarding introduction to finance, cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, helping you understand the world of money and what is money. What is money? Money is simple. It is what we agree upon to exchange for goods and services. If you want full comprehension, join the One Academy.
Welcome to the Antediluvian Nature Center of Life Extension and Health Recovery. Coming from the Garden of Eden, the Antediluvian Nature Center brings to you breakthrough medicines and anti-aging technologies for all ailments and diseases in the body, nutritional therapies, naturopathic treatments, as we create opportunities of hope and celebrate longevity. And remember, the healing is from God.
Good day all, my name is King James, part of the One Life Network Caribbean team. If you have no knowledge of what is cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, I'm inviting you to get started with this concept. It is $1,610 TT for you to participate in a financial curriculum that will help shape your world and your future. But better and greater than that, in our curriculum, there's no school that teaches our children about finance. This is a unique opportunity for you to get involved in practical and theory. You need the best of both worlds. The theory we offer allows you to participate in the practical. Position yourself strategically. Get a starter package from one of your local IMAs somewhere near to you, some cousin, friend, uncle, some loved one. Do not hold back yourself from getting started with our organization. One Life for More Life, One Academy, join the financial revolution.
Join the financial revolution and join the conversation. Come on and talk with us. Let's hear what you have to say. If you want just information, you can call Sarah on 744-5503. Our code for those who are abroad is 1868. But if you want to call in and join the conversation right now. All right, they said no call-ins tonight, but all right. But still, I would love to hear from you. You can text, you can put it in WhatsApp, you can put it in on
YouTube.
YouTube. Right, and Facebook. So we said we'll have a conversation going on. It's nice to be here. It's nice to be talking about money because money can do so many things for us. I have a lot of dreams. I have a lot of hopes, a lot of things I want to leave for my kids, my grandchildren. I was talking to my grandparent the other day and he said, I want to leave a legacy for my grandson. I said, oh gosh, boy, I have grandchildren I want to leave things for too. I want them to remember Papa and Mama. I want them to remember us in a good way. And I hope that you'll remember us in a good way too, because we are sharing with you what you should do to make your future a better place.
You know, I heard Dwayne talk about tonight will be an extension of, because it's the post-budget. And I would just like to ask the listeners out there, just one little question. What does the budget mean for you personally? We talk about the budget. We talk about the budget. But what does it, no, I ain't asking about an analysis of the budget.
Nope.
What I'm saying is that why is listening or being aware of the budget that important to you as a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago?
Good question.
Very strong question.
So maybe I could ask you guys, because I never asked you all that there.
Let me give you an analogy. It's like if you, my husband, decide to, when you get your salary, to do what you want with it. But I still have to see about food, rent still have to be paid, light bills still have to be paid, water has to be paid, and we don't talk. I don't know the direction you're going in. What do you think will happen to our family and us in here?
Chaos.
Chaos, real chaos. So the budget is put as a guideline, it is put to guide us and to direct us, and it has to be important to you because it tells you what is happening in your life.
All right. So just now, so when we talk, suppose we end up talking now, as you say, if we're not talking, it will be chaos. So when we talking now, that means now that we have to come up with a constructive plan based on what we have
That's
as to
right.
where we could go, or vice versa. If what we have cannot carry us to where we want to go, then we need to know if that is where we want to go, what do we need to have now, correct?
That's right.
But I think two things key. The two things, no matter however you spin it, and I know Dwayne, I want to ask Dwayne to come in after because I want to hear what the budget means to him. But two things have to be there. One, we have to be aware of what we get in today.
Mm-hmm.
And the second thing, of course,
tomorrow.
whatever it is we get in today is going to have to reflect on what is happening for tomorrow.
That's right.
So the benefits of what we have today will not be felt today. Understand that with a budget,
it's true.
The expectation must be that whatever I get in, the budget is to help me work towards making a better tomorrow.
Right.
Right? Very often, we don't have that waiting period within us. We feel that what we have now, like suppose I get a back pay or I get gratuity because I now retire.
Mm-hmm.
We don't study about putting aside some of that for a better tomorrow.
Or putting it aside in a working environment.
Well, we ain't talk about how to do it now. We're just saying that most of us just get caught up in the frenzy that now that I have this little cash in my hand, whichever way, we forget that, hey, let me just spread some joy there, right? Forgetting that, no problem, forgetting about tomorrow as a better tomorrow. Dwayne, yes, you're smiling there like you want
We
to
have
try.
plenty food to get
Yeah,
there.
well, I want to dive straight into the topic and I'll answer you indirectly, right?
All right.
So for those of our viewers who don't know what we're about, we're a fintech company, right? So we're specialized in financial and technical. The age of today, you're hearing the Prime Minister and the other ministers talking about your digital identity, which might be a foreign topic to some. However, in the introductory course that our organization offers, Introduction to Finance, some of the very things that you spoke about, Cliff and Donna, just a moment ago, is detailed in that level one Academy module.
True, very true.
Right? And what it speaks to is diversification. Firstly, understanding money, understanding currency. You know, a lot of us think that the currency, the banknotes that are issued by the central banks and the commercial banks actually represent a store of value, but it does not. Because it has been proven that currency over time does not store value. So that is why you need to get a copy of our One Academy Level 1 Financial Manual to understand the difference between money and currency, understand what is a store of value, understand what is an asset. You spoke about assets, Cliff and Donna, right? You spoke about diversification, putting your eggs in different baskets. And we have classic examples of that in today's economy right here in Trinidad and Tobago. Look at those businesses who survived and thrived through COVID. They had a plan for diversification. Notably in South, I know of an establishment that was known to be basically a haberdashery establishment. But on the brink of COVID, they got an epiphany and they started to provide meals for their shoppers, right? So that they were able to diversify and still have a form of income outside of their usual mode of operation. And so a lot of people became wealthy in this COVID period, this year and 8 months plus. Not everybody catching in COVID. Some people recognize the fact that, listen, on the flip side of this chaos is opportunity. And they grabbed it with both hands and they made the best of it. And everyone listening to our program this evening has that same opportunity. Sometimes it just takes a little paradigm shift where you need to understand things a bit differently, right? We looked at the fact that we are changing, the medium of exchange is changing, right? So cryptocurrency has been around since 2008. And now we understand that there are over 8,000 different cryptos. Cliff bust that mark last week. So
12,000,
a lot of
12,000, 12,000.
5,000.
Yeah.
And you know a point I want to make, Dwayne?
Yes.
The cryptocurrency that we represent, OneCoin, that cryptocurrency stands different and apart from the others. Here how? We have education. We are educating you in so many ways about finance and the world in which you, the financial world in which you live in. We also have a community, an international and a very wide community of members who create a community where we can shop and interact and interface with each other. We have something called the deed shaker, where our members can take our cryptocurrency funds and shop with it. So we stand different, we stand apart from the rest, we stand unique. And not only that, we are growing and continuing to grow even as we speak. And our coins is working for us even as we speak. I mean, land and car and different things that we have purchased because of ones. And it's not just here, it's not just in this country, but it's throughout the countries that we interacted, which is over 190. And today in talking, I realized that I was discussing with one of our leaders, and he was saying to me, 2.5 million people have now, is the increase on people having digital wallets. And Hamza is saying
Fiat money is only a method of payment, but our one cryptocurrency is a method of payment and is also a store of value and a currency all wrapped up in one.
Very well said. I mean, that's wrapping it in a nutshell. So we stand out. There may be 12,000 cryptocurrencies, but we stand out and we represent one that will give you great value. Great value for your time, great value for your coins, great value for your family, great value for your future.
Dwayne, your enunciation shall be applauded by a Toastmasters community, man. You said it simply
and well.
Yes.
Beautifully
and,
said.
you know, the
We're
thing
going
is that,
to a break. And when we come back, we definitely want to hear from Brother Noel, because we know that he's a deep thinker.
That's right.
And we know that he can elaborate and bring subject matter to life. So we're going for a break. Our viewers, stick and stay with us. We'll be right back.
Get started now. Get started with your One Academy package. Get started with your starter package. It's only $1,600 TT. Get your financial education from the One Academy. Although it's a beginner package, the information you're going to get from your One Academy starter package, you would have more knowledge than 90% of the world's population on finance for just $1,600 TT. Let's create a revolution. Let's spread the epidemic of our One Academy, One Life. Get it today.
Good day all, my name is King James, part of the One Life Network Caribbean team. If you have no knowledge of what is cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, I'm inviting you to get started with this concept. It is $1,610 TT for you to participate in a financial curriculum that will help shape your world and your future. But better and greater than that, in our curriculum, there's no school that teaches our children about finance. This is a unique opportunity for you to get involved in practical and theory. You need the best of both worlds. The theory we offer allows you to participate in the practical. Position yourself strategically. Get a starter package from one of your local IMAs, somewhere near to you, some cousin, friend, uncle, some loved one. Do not hold back yourself from getting started with our organization. One Life for More Life, One Academy, Join the financial revolution.
This is
Full 100,
an all-natural herbal dietary supplement formulated exclusively for men. Our proprietary blend was designed with one goal in mind: to improve your overall health, rejuvenating your vitality, energy, strength, and libido. Want to be at your peak performance in everything you do? Then
get Full 100.
Fast-acting, long-lasting, with no side effects.
Oh my God.
So we are back, folks, beyond 2021, bringing you the latest innovation in cryptocurrency, financial education, blockchain, and much more. And as promised, we have our esteemed learning colleague, Brother Noel, who is going to elaborate and share with us about the intricacies of blockchain and cryptocurrency and why you should get involved in our global project called the One EcoSystem. Brother Noel.
Yes, thank you. And good evening again. So Cliff asked a question about what does the budget mean to me or to us, generally speaking. And the citizens need to really think carefully. Okay? As for me, the budget is an indicator. It's a financial indicator. You know, it gives us an overview, as it were, as to the climate, the conditions of our nation from an economical point of view. Where are we at? You know, how do we figure in the Caribbean, in the world? What contributions are we making as a people to the world? Are our citizens, you know, having a fair, a just, an equitable piece of the pie? We're talking about indicators as far as inflation is concerned, indicators as far as poverty is concerned, indicators as far as employment, manufacturing, you know, how efficient or are the state enterprises functioning, you know, a matter of service, a matter of transparency. You know, the average person on the ground may not really figure out in an accurate way the impact the economy and the impact fiscal measures plays upon his everyday life. You know, and it is the duty of the finance minister, and it is the duty of what we call the economists and the economic gurus, when they give their commentaries and their analyses about what is happening, you know, post-budget. We're looking at beyond the budget and its implications. We see in this COVID situation with the lockdown, you know, a lot of atrocities are being perpetuated on the people. Number one, they are ignorant. They don't understand. They are like sheep to the slaughter, right? A mass cross-section of our society are unemployed, you know, underemployed. People have to grapple with 2 and 3 jobs to survive. There's great poverty in our country. And we see, I will consider it like a coup d'etat on our republic, a coup d'etat on our democracies where, you know, we are not really truly independent, and we are not a republic where the essence of republicanism is really presented to the people. People don't know about their rights and their personal freedoms and so on. And therefore, they don't demand of government to be accountable, to be transparent. You know, it was just last night, I think it was, not last night, actually, it was actually today. I was on a long course, right, dealing with agriculture and farming and so on. And there was a segment where a company came on and they were looking at the Internet of Things. And they were looking at advanced technology when it comes to agriculture and farming,
Yes.
and how, you know, your whole farm, your whatever acreage of land can be connected to the cloud using 5G and so on. And drones could actually take off and monitor different fields, you know, and the type of energies, the type of watering systems, the uptake of water, how the plants are growing. These things can be monitored on a platform, right? On the blockchain. And they were saying that government should be on board. When you look at agriculture in the budget, it's way low down. Farmers are complaining over and over and over. Floods come, storms come, they lose their crops, you know, and it's devastating. You put education on top, and when you look at education and the amount of millions of dollars that are billions of dollars actually that are poured out, okay, and we have this segregation taking place with the vax and the unvax, and those who don't have the devices and the laptops and so on to get a proper education. So there's some type of disparity we see existing, and the fallout, the natural consequences is a lack of proper education, a lack of even the innovation and the technologies that are advancing now. What does this do to our country? It stifles our country. It prevents growth and development, and therefore economic activity. And that, the consequences of that is seen in dropout, it is seen in lack of innovative skills, lack of creativity, a kind of redundancy that exists that is crippling us as a people. So this is the program Beyond 2021, and this is the 29th edition. And I really want to urge those of you who are viewing, you know, what is this program doing for you? We want you to reach out to us. We have an ecosystem with a cryptocurrency that is stable, that is not volatile, a cryptocurrency that is KYC regulated, if you want to put it that way, compliant, anti-money laundering, anti-financing of terrorism and so on. And we are reaching out to the business people out there. We're reaching out to even government officials. We're asking you, don't just go to Estonia and go to Europe and go to somewhere, wherever, when you have skills right here. You have the technology right here. Why you have to wait for the one percenters and this one and that one to get it? And you know, they say a prophet is not undone in his own home. We have it right here, people. A system, an ecosystem that is working, that is usable. So I urge people, this 29th edition, take it in properly. You know, let it mean something to you. Contact us, 744-5503, 744-5503. Call Sarah Lee and, you know, get more education. You know, that's what I have to say about the clear budget. Yeah?
Brother Noel,
not disappoint us at all.
Yes.
You talk about poverty, you know, in the country. I remember when I was doing business back in the days of school, which might be over 5 years, well, about 10 years ago, right? When I was doing school, when I was in school. But, and, you know, in my mind back then, there's two ways to reduce poverty. Either, one, you find a way to have more income, so you work at a higher pay grade in your job, or you increase the number of jobs that you have. So what you're really doing there is exchanging your time for money, right? Or, so you're trying to get more money. So that is a way to reduce the level of poverty in your life. Or, secondly, the things that you want, find a way for the cost to reduce so that the money that you presently have could now get it. That's the two ways. That's how I saw it. You understand? And as I went from school to banking to different aspects of my life, to be quite honest with you, the business world doesn't show you it much differently, you know, as simple as it sounds. That is what it still leaves most of the people believing that that still is the answer. And what Brother Noel is saying is that, guys, they have another answer. The answer is positioning yourself in the way the world is heading, and because you have decided to get on board, appreciate a little understanding of what it is, so that when it comes mainstream, you would have positioned yourself already.
That's right.
That is all Brother Noel saying.
Exactly,
You understand?
exactly. Mhm.
That is all Dwayne has been begging. That is all Donna has been talking about tonight. And that is all I've been echoing. You understand? Because the two facets that we thought about all the time, there's now a third, if you didn't know. The people in the who's who Brother Noel refers to the 1%ers, or even they say the 5%ers of the world. They don't try to exchange time for money. That you don't get rich doing that. You don't get wealthy. You're not able to rise above the poverty mindset. You want to say poverty mindset, because poverty is a mindset. When you don't have money in your wallet, but you're thinking big and you have a plan to go after it, you're not poor. You're just broke. That's all. You're just broke because your money in your pocket or your money in your wallet, whether it's a physical wallet or an e-wallet, and when you come on board, you understand what's an e-wallet. Once it's low and you have a plan to make it multiply, you just broke at that moment.
That's right.
However, when you feel you want to ignore the advice that we're sharing with you, and you feel that, hey, listen, I'm going to continue going to school because I don't have one degree. You know what I will do? I'll upgrade my degree or get a second or a third degree in another area so I can cover my bases. And now I could work even harder. I ain't saying it's wrong to work hard, you know, but what better than working hard is working smart. And working smart is making the proper decision. And all we're saying is that, hey, take a look at what we have. And don't just take a look. Take a look by putting a foot in.
Yes.
Get on board. We have packages ranging from $1,600 to further up. You decide what you want to come on board with. You're afraid to spend $1,600 and you lose it? What will happen to you? If you're done poor already and you lose $1,600, how much poorer that making you?
And not only that, you're getting education for that 1,600, education and financial that will guide you, that will teach you certain things, that will open your mind.
Mindset. That's all.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about tonight. The education you're going to get is going to change your mindset. You heard me tell you all prior to this business, I was against technology. I didn't even want to use a cell phone. And now I am no expert. I'm far from it. However, but yes, a lot better in that area, right? I talk about
like ice cream.
But the idea is that had I remained in that mold, I would not have been able to be in the company of Brother Noel and Dwayne.
And it is because of this business, it's because of this opportunity that we got in. We were saying up to this morning, you know, this business gave us a life.
Yeah.
This morning, this business introduced us. The people took us out of the country. We traveled. We learned so many things. I mean, and it's so many things that I didn't even know about. My husband knew because his field is accounts, but I started to become amazed and excited about the amount of things that I was learning.
And let me tell you, she's talking accounts to make it sound nice. You know it's accounts? Counting people money. That's what accounts is. You're checking people money and make sure the figures balance.
Yeah.
How many of you guys would like to be able to count your own?
That's right.
How many of you guys would like to be in a position where down the road, oh God, that's too much to count. You know why? Because when I finish tabulating the figures, the system have it in place that it will be multiplying. Yeah. So whenever I feel a reaching figure, it multiply again.
A friend of mine, a friend of my husband told her a day, because she said, I like to count and make sure everything balance and you know your budget and your this and that. And her husband told her a day, I am going to make so much money that you won't get a chance to count it. Wouldn't you like that to be you? I would love my husband to tell me that. And here's Hamza saying, because you have to read it, because a gift from God.
It's a gift from God.
Let's hash it out when we get back from the break, guys.
All right, great. So Hamza, we'll talk about it when you get back.
And thank you, Hamza.
And God said, let there be light.
to the Antediluvian Nature Center of Life Extension and Health Recovery. Coming from the Garden of Eden, the Antediluvian Nature Center brings to you breakthrough medicines and anti-aging technologies for all ailments and diseases in the body. Stretching from ancient past to our modern times, we bring to you all the natural therapies: solar therapy, hydrotherapy, song therapy, aromatherapy, nutritional therapies, naturopathic treatments, and homeopathic remedies, as we create opportunities of hope and celebrate longevity. And remember, the healing is from God.
Good day all, my name is King James, part of the One Life Network Caribbean team. If you have no knowledge of what is cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, I'm inviting you to get started with this concept. It is $1,610 TT for you to participate in a financial curriculum that will help shape your world and your future, but better and greater than that. In our curriculum, there's no school that teaches our children about finance. This is a unique opportunity for you to get involved in practical and theory. You need the best of both worlds. The theory we offer allows you to participate in the practical. Position yourself strategically. Get a starter package from one of your local IMAs somewhere near to you, some cousin, friend, uncle, some loved one. Do not hold back yourself from getting started with our organization. One Life for More Life, One Academy. Join the financial revolution. Do you know? What am I speaking about? Do you know what is cryptocurrency? Do you know what is blockchain technology? Are you aware of what we currently face on a regular basis with quantitative easing, fractional reserve lending? Do you know? I am inviting you to come out of the financial darkness and into financial light. The only way for us to achieve that is with education. And one particular type of education is what I'm speaking about. I'm asking you to join the One Academy. It is a financial revolution of teaching regarding introduction to finance, cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, helping you understand the world of money and what is money. What is money? Money is simple. It is what we agree upon to exchange for goods and services. If you want full comprehension, join the One Academy.
Take it up,
Welcome back.
Let's
to
hear
the
what they have to say.
Of course. So, you know, you all give me a lot of thought-provoking things to think about. And, you know, we bandy about this terminology of the 1% so much, you know. And the thing is, the 99% are the ones that fund the 1%. Yet still, they give their power over to these 1%ers, not understanding what they hold, right? So the consumer, which makes up the biggest part of the economy, the consumer is the one that fuels the economy. But if the consumer doesn't see himself as important, or see himself as being a part, an integral part of the equation, then he doesn't understand his purpose in the whole scheme of things. The consumers are the ones that keep the economy afloat, because you know what? Monday could fall on a Friday, as we say in Trinidad and Tobago. You know, it doesn't bother us. We'll take a drink anyhow. We'll take a party anyhow. We'll buy something anyhow. You know why? Because we can't eat the money. But that doesn't equate to financial prudence and financial wisdom, right? We understand from the richest man in Babylon, we have to invest, right? There are two ways of making money. We began the program speaking about that. It's either you work for the dollar or you put that dollar to work for you. And so this is the type of information that we are sharing with our viewers on Gaia channel this evening. And it's a matter of principle. Some of you in the audience might think this is so beyond you, investment, diversification, but it's simple. It's simple as tithing. So you understand the principle of tithing. If you've ever been to church or around church, you know that people take a percentage of their salary and they give it as an offering to the church or they give it as an offering to God. In like manner, if you practice saving 10% of your earnings and setting it aside until you create a nest egg, and then you look for educated people, knowledgeable people, successful people that you have seen and have proven to be successful, that you take that nest egg with and invest it with them, so that money can now start working for you, as opposed to you exchanging time, long hours, extra shifts to generate extra income. So that is the wisdom of the One Academy. And of course, now we are in the realm of cryptocurrency, which is the next financial asset in the world. You would do well to acquire some. You would do well to learn about it, learn about the process surrounding it, learn about blockchain, learn about cryptocurrency, learn about law, learn about Forex. All these different avenues you can become knowledgeable about, and also you can teach it. So unlike some of the degrees that are not worth the paper that they are printed on right now because they are not helping those individuals who have them to be empowered, this information and this education can empower you. You can start your own YouTube channel. You can do online lectures via Zoom call, regurgitating the same information, empowering others at the same time, and solidifying your position in the new global digital economy. It's that simple, and we're not trying to reinvent the wheel. All it means is whatever is happening now, whatever happened in the history of the world is now being digitized. So it's just a platform showcasing what you do. So if you make wax candles, if you make a mean tulum, if you make some awesome sweet bread, if you sew the neatest garments, you now have an opportunity to showcase the talent globally, locally, and earn in cash and the new digital asset, which is cryptocurrency. So I'll leave it there for this evening.
Yes, Dwayne, I know you put it so clear, and so good there, and it just falls into place with what I want to say this evening. We have to face the facts. We have to face the reality that we are in a technological advanced world, right? The geopolitics of the world is changing. The financial system is changing. The world is becoming more globalized. We are in now what is considered the fourth industrial revolution. We are living, as it were, in the age of the great reset. And there are some things that are happening that people are not fully aware of. And this is why we need to pay attention to what is being said on this program. This is a very important program. We are pioneers. We are really educating the masses because, all of us use our telephone now. We use our phones as it were a computer. And we use WhatsApp to make calls and Telegram and Instagram and all the different social media platforms. We are using that now. Who want to opt out of that? I mean, it is convenient, it is fast, it is efficient. It allows for things that couldn't happen before. So just like that, a digital revolution is taking place. And we've heard of the Prime Minister going to Estonia and talking about e-identity. Now, very conveniently, it is being connected to a digital the passport for those who are vaxxed to identify them. The app is already done. It's just a matter of they rolling it out. So why we have to wait so long? Why can the government embrace cryptocurrency long before digital currencies, long before? People, what I'm saying to you, those of you who are viewing, is that everything now is just a matter of time. If you wait, it'll be too late. Position yourself now, adopt the advance in technology, get there before the masses get there. We are giving you that education now to empower you so you'll understand, number one, the financial system is changing. Number two, you need to get with the program. You need a cryptocurrency now. You need blockchain technology now. The faster you embrace it, is the better for you. But I just want to say that and give Cliff and Donna the opportunity to close off because we are near out of time. Contact serially at 7445503. If you want more information, call 1-868-744-5503. Yes, Donna?
All right. Thank you for the points that both of you guys made, man. Listen, we have rationalized, we have put forward for so many weeks on our program. So I just want to ask 3 philosophical questions that the listeners, I want the listeners to consider. All of them are linked, all right? 3 questions now. 1, in the Bhagavad Gita, which is the sacred book of the Hindus, the oldest known religion that they have, it is said that life is like an upside down tree. All right, that is the first thing. So the listeners now have to try to understand what they mean by that. Secondly, in the Japanese culture, especially the senseis would say, dwell on a topic until you hear the sound of one hand clapping. All right? So you must hear the sound of one hand clapping. Second, and thirdly, the question is, what must I do to break the shackles of poverty in my life? That is it. We have been putting out suggestions to you. If you are condemning what we are saying, ponder the first two I ask you, and the third one is that you come forward with your answer, not from what you hear people say now, but from yourself. So ask yourself, what must I do to break the shackles of poverty in my life? All right. So I want to end off with that. I don't know if, I'm sure Donna would want to say something.
I have something to say. What you said there was very, very thought-provoking, very deep. It brought me to someone who I love, who I admire, a star. Oh yeah, for sure, right. Denzel Washington. If you look at Denzel Washington's story, you will see how he rose. And I remember a time a lady asked him a question, how does your wife feel about what you do? You know, and he said, she's my wife, my life. That is just a job. You know, people may say things about you, people may tell you things, people may give you advice. You are the person to make the final decision. And Denzel Washington said, you'll never be criticized by someone who is doing more than you. You'll always be criticized by someone doing less. Remember that. You'll never be criticized by someone doing more than you. You'll always be criticized by someone doing less. So no longer they would say crab in barrel and don't let people pull you back. We have to climb out, find our footing, find our position, and start to move forward in this life. So we'll become all that God has purposed us to become. We must not be looking back and regretting, but we must be looking forward, keeping our eyes. A friend said to me, always keep your ears and your eyes tuned to see what is out there being offered to you. And if the world is moving in a particular direction, as was said by one of these, I can't remember this guy, but he said, if the world is moving in a particular direction, for you to be successful, get there before the rest. Get there before the rest so that you can be successful. Join us next week. We are going to be back. We're going to be having our conversation, and we want you to be part of it. Dwayne, Brother Noel, my husband, and I, we love being here with you. Be blessed, and see us next week. God bless you.
Thank you.
One
Stay
out.
safe out there,
One
guys.
out.
One
Yes.
out.
Be safe, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.
Taxis don't like Uber, hotels don't like Airbnb, bookstores don't like Amazon, cinemas don't like Netflix, banks don't like Bitcoins. Every innovation which has power to disrupt is disliked in the beginning. But we all know that people who understand and are willing to take the risk at the right time in the future technology, they are the ones who are often rewarded in life. The best time to invest in the technology was yesterday. The second best time is today. Invest and be willing to take the risk today.
One ecosystem, you know them?
Okay,
We not frightened for nobody, but we respect everybody, and we better than everybody. So we will run with anybody. No fear, no better than we. No kind, no better than we. Step on me one and say, one ecosystem to the world, you say. One ecosystem will do something, do something, do something, uno do something, do something. I'm not talking. One ecosystem will do something, do something, do something, do something, uno do something, do something. I'm not bag of lip chasing. Aye.